Teach you. Reveal yourself now, most magnificent Night Mother, so that we may seek your guidance.
What is the meaning of this desecration? Who has disturbed my aim?
Dearest Night Mother, most unholy maiden, please, we beg your mercy in this our time of need. The Black Hand seeks your guidance.
Ah, yes, I have been expecting you. The listener now kneels by Sithis, as does his successor. There is a traitor amongst you.
The traitor is dead, dear Mother. We have come now to ask your blessing. Anoint one of us your listener so we can restore the Black Hand.
Foolish little girl. Lucien Lachance served Sithis till his dying breath. The Black Hand remains tainted by betrayal. Restoration is impossible.
Enough of this. You will all suffer for the pain you have caused me. I will destroy your Night Mother, and the Dark Brotherhood will fall.
What treachery! The traitor still lives. It is Matthew Bellamont. Do not let him harm the Night Mother. Kill him!
So, at last we meet. I have been following your strange journey through the Dark Brotherhood, young. Your killing of the old man Baneland, the execution of Adamus Philida, the way you stalked and murdered each member of the Draconis, your purification of the Jadenhall Sanctuary. You, a mere underling, even managed to single-handedly... I know, dear child, I know. You carried out your orders to the letter in the name of the Black Hand. How could I be anything but happy with you? No, my anger lies with the rest of my children. You see, I have known of Matthew Belmont's intentions since he was just a... I knew of his thirst for vengeance. I could have informed my listener, but I refused. Refused to reward such incompetence. Ungawin was weak. Indeed, I allowed Matthew Bellamont to proceed on his destructive course, just as I allowed you to. Don't you see? Our dread father foresaw your defeat of the traitor here in this very crypt. You have been chosen. You are to be my... You possess strength and cunning, and a heart as black as midnight. You were marked by Sithis the moment you emerged from your mother's womb. Silent even as listener? Good. For now is the time to meditate upon all that has transpired. When you are ready, speak with me again, and I will deliver you safely to the only place you... There is much work to be done. When you return to the sanctuary, speak with Arquen. She will serve... You've returned. Very good. Before I send you away, however, I see you still possess the Blade of Woe, the weapon given you by Lucien Lachance. Yes, you will now find the Blade of Woe a bit more potent than it was.
Honored listener, I offer myself as your humble servant and guide. Please allow me to mentor you in your new role. Here's what I believe we should do next. I will stay here and attempt to re-establish this sanctuary. I will begin recruiting new members. You must fulfill your new duties. The statue in Breville serves as a conduit between the Night Mother and the listener. Once a week, you must visit the statue, talk to it, You will be presented with a list of names and locations. These are people who have prayed to the Night Mother. They request a visit from a speaker to arrange someone's assassination. All you need to do is visit the statue once a week, get the list of names and locations, and pass it on to me here in the sanctuary. Do this, and I will give you your share of the sanctuary's weekly earnings. Greetings, as the new... do that. This is no time for... Sithis has blessed us with you, dear listener. Under your leadership, the Black Hand... will reign eternal.
My orb is returned, and Arkfed will live out the rest of his days in nightmare. It is fitting. You have proved yourself, mortal. It is fitting as well that you should bear my token.
How goes it? Well met, my lord.
I've heard much about your deeds from my people in... I trust the stipend Tolgan gave you whetted your... Good point. Allow me to formally introduce myself. I'm Countess Nerina Cavain. I assume you've noticed all the Akaviri relics I'm displaying. Well, it's safe to say I'm a collector of sorts. I've invested a great deal of time and, in fact, a particular relic has eluded me for many years. Possessing this piece of Akaviri antiquity would make my... I'm of course referring to the Draconian Mads. The stone is a fine bit of Akaviri craftsmanship. Worn like an amulet, this talisman is said to protect the wearer from poisons of any type. The Madstone appears as a snake coiled around and encircling itself. The eyes of the snake are supposed to be precious gems or some such. Through my sources, I've learned that the last reported location of the Madstone was the ruins at Pale Pass. Some see this is not something I would tell the likes of you. He served Emperor Uriel for... Are you from... Back at the end of the First Era, right at that time, the Empire was broken into smaller factions. Raymond Cyrodiil decided to unify. The force became known as the Army of Raymond. But their greatest error was marching through Morrowind on the way to their objective and dismissing the response it would garner from Vivec. They didn't count on Lord Vivec forming an alliance with the Trident Kings of the Dreg. From Morrowind, he struck at their rear flank. Not only did this make the Akaviri fight on two fronts, it also cut off access to reinforcements and supplies from the sea. You must be joking, right? Who hasn't heard? Raymond Cyrodiil not only was the conqueror of the Akaviri forces, but he actually convinced them to help build the empire as it is today. With such an empire at his disposal, he conquered most of Tamriel, except Morrowind, of course, and was crowned emperor. In fact, he instituted the rites of becoming an emperor, which included the construction of the Amulet of Kings. His alliance with Lord Vivec during the Akaviri invasion is just one example of his cunning and ingenuity. Not quite. The army of Raymond knew that the organized Akaviri forces were commanded from a hidden post in the mountains. Rumors placed it in a snowy vale called Pale Pass. That's where Raymond focused his attention. As his forces fought their way across the Gerald Mountains, the Akaviri suddenly surrendered. It was assumed they were overwhelmed and gave up. The only strange part was that the command post and Pale Pass were never found. It was dismissed as a rumor, and the army... It's come to my attention that the post did exist, and it happens to be the last reported location of the Draconian Madstone. If you retrieve the I had a feeling you'd accept. Good. I've come into the possession of a diary, written by an Akaviri messenger. I suspect that the text within can lead you to the ruins. Here's a translation of the passages we could still read. It was quite damaged. I've also included a rough map that was drawn in the diary as well. I'm also providing you with a unique key that was supposedly found with the diary. I'm assuming it'll prove useful when you arrive at the site. I paid several scouts to try and find the ruins at Pale Pass before these landmarks. The rest be caught. The Madstone awaits. The messenger. You're talking to me and I don't like you. What? I appreciate that every seat from thank that will get you something. Goodness, what can I say? Well done. You're revolting. Let's just talk. You're good. Good. Well, in fact, I'm of course referring. I've been looking for just the right owner. It's a quaint little house. Wonderful. As I said, I've had a look at. I'm fairly. You're talking to. May the path ahead be free of danger.
You have made a long and perilous journey. The army of Raymond is at our doorstep, and our supplies of... We have awaited your arrival. Well done, soldier. Your mission is complete, and...
Have you recovered the mats? I never thought it possible. I mean, I had hoped. Congratulations. I had a feeling you... This Akaviri ring was found with the messenger's diary. It awards the wearer with increased agility. It's known as the Ring of the Viper Eye. The Madstone is finally mine. With the information you... Andel Indaris is an intemperate, bibulous philanderer. May luck be always on your side.
Is there a problem? All right. Really now? You're a big fat lie. That's enough. You think that's funny? What a wonderful compliment. I can't argue with that. You're full. You think that's funny? That's just... No. You win this... No. That... I can't argue with... No. That's enough. Good. I can't argue with that. No. That's just stupid. I can't argue with... Good. Sorry. I can't argue with... No. That... You win this one. Please... That's enough. You're... Really now? You're such a... You win this one. That's just stupid. You're a big. You think that's enough? Blah. Please. That's enough. Please. I won't. Goodness. You. Blah. What? That's just. You. Blah. Goodness. Good. You're a big. Are you serious? Go bother someone else.